one is caretaker. A major traumatic illness creates problems and forces you to change priorities. It brings about anxieties, huge medical bills, employment issues, quality time with families. For some of the audience may have made claims for the clients or make claims for their own policy. If you have a client who ever suffer from critical illnesses, and then you should know additional problems your clients have gone through. The third one is alternative medicines. It is common for cancer patients to take up a complementary medicines or alternative therapies. Allow me to show you the real scenario of one of my clients who diagnosed with blood cancer, and she literally stopped working and undergo treatments and lost her income. She needs a caretaker after she discharged from hospitals and seek for alternative treatments because too much chemotherapies makes her sick and become very weak. This cost can be added up to $200,000 per year. The thing is, disability insurance will pay, but it won't be enough. Life insurance will pay because it's not enough too. You know why? Because it hasn't died. We're still alive. Critical illnesses is not about death. It's about survival. And it pay lump sum cash as soon as you diagnose. And you can use that money to pay out-of-pocket expenses with the treatments, like I say in the earlier slide. It helps to close the gaps and needed most to protect the client's financial health. It buys clients time, freedom, and money. So 80% of my practice in the past few years has been initiated by critical illnesses. That just back up all the statistics we have on critical illnesses. In just quarter of 2019, millions of ringgits have been paid out in my client's claim. I have a client who have a life and a critical illnesses policy with me at the age of 70. Her medical card has expired, and she called me to cancel the whole policy, and she wanted to take back some cash money, cash value. And after meeting her and explaining the importance of having continuing the living benefit insurance that will cover her till the end. And early this year, her daughter called me, and she had done a brain surgery. And she was in coma for a few months. So on diagnosis of the critical illnesses, she received a substantial amount of payout, which is $750,000 that helped her to pay the hospital and medical bills. She had time freedom to get well and money freedom to pay all of the out-of-pocket expenses, where she stayed in the most expensive rehab hospitals in PJ, which ultimately gave her financial freedom to maintain her lifestyles. Hence, you see what I mean by time, freedom, and money. How important is it to have all your correct insurance in place in your client's financial plans? So, how much we should be insured and closing the gap? The industry average to determine if a person is adequately insured is 5 to 10 times the person's annual income. For instance, if the person earns $100,000 annually, their income protections will have to cover at least $500,000 in order to sufficiently provide it for the family of the breadwinner in case they strike 36 illnesses. Now you need to ask the question for yourself. How much of life insurance and critical illnesses you actually owns? If you don't own a large amount of life insurance and critical illnesses insurance, you will not see a big policy to other people. Not too much conviction, I guess, unless you are not qualified for medical reason. Besides constantly reminding clients to review their policies, especially the living benefit insurance, because review will lead to revamp. I didn't realize quickly majority people income and situation change and how their plans alter. It doesn't take about 10 years where, like my initial thought, it takes about 2 to 3 years where I look at my own family situations, how different things change so quickly. I also use a lot of pictures like my clients claim. You know, people see pictures and we talk and communicate better. So nearly anyone in the working population is a good candidate for income protections. I believe all of us here have the ability to change the world. This is a product of faith and offer the financial oxygens to protect ourselves. We are the ordinary people who do extraordinary things on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen. I suggest you begin the conversations to remind our clients the way we bought the life insurance coverage is to take care of the loved one. It is the very same reason to purchase a critical illness coverage. Their income is worth protecting. They just need our help, better understanding the benefits. How do you strike up a conversations with a client to discuss the living benefits? As a financial planner, I work with my clients and their families to set realistic financial goals and help them reach those targets, including risk management. In the process, we protect our clients from the risk of things that will potentially stop their plans, such as death, disability, and critical illnesses. So clients only have so much money to buy. So how do you decide which one to address first? I will suggest to my clients there are 4 things that could cut off their income. So one of them is sure to have impact on us. You might be living too long, dying too soon, become disabled, or become critical ill. So each one will impact income earned. Then or us, in your life right now, prioritize these 4 concerns. By which one bother you most and least? By doing this, my clients is telling me what they want to solve first. Let's think of this way. If you're buying a very large amount of sum assured at a very extremely deep discount premium to be delivered to you, so when you become ill to work or you can't provide to your family, or this money will be delivered to your spouse and your family die suddenly. Here's the best part. If a claim has never been filed due to critical illnesses or death, then all the money you contributed over the years, plus interest earned, will become a guaranteed income for your retirement. And this money will last to the day and your spouse take your last breath. And it's all tax-free. So it's an absolutely win-win for everyone involved. The only considerations you need to be concerned about is your health and age. So are you young enough and healthy enough to qualify Mr. Prospect? So here's another way how to get your conversations on the right track. The first one, what is the longest vacation you had in your career? And what will happen if you took more than 90 days vacations? The answer is very straightforward. My business will fail, and then you can talk to your client about the income protections. The second one, what if you are very sick or hurt? You cannot go to work tomorrow. So how long would your saving last? I sometimes bring up an image that displays many critical illnesses or dreaded disease and ask, which one of your family had one of these? And which one of your friends had one of these? And which one of your colleagues have one of these? And which one you do not want to have one of these? In my experience, you need to have a decent conversations with your clients if a CI is no in the place. Show them the statistics, marketing materials that you use, copy of testimonials, or maybe a photo of paychecks, claim checks to your client. Preparations and the processes are paramount, and it's a key to your success. Every year, I focus on 80 to 100 cases, and on average case size, 7,000 annually. That's how I qualified my MDRT for the last 3 years. As I say at the start, most of my presentation should not be new to many of you. We come to MDRT conference each year to sharpen the soul, be reminded of the basic, share ideas with each other. That's the MDRT spirit. This MDRT conferences is a trigger to review what we at and take back some ideas to implement into our practice. I hope you'll take one of these critical illnesses concept away. I always believe that when you help your client to protect their income and care and think about their needs and serve your clients with passion and convictions, you can't help but growing your business to the next level and achieve MDRT. Don't forget, you are the financial advisor who stand up and help your clients stand back up and bridging the protection gap. I wish you very success. Thank you.